Scott Baltos here, Pump Games 3, Strength Rules the World. Sitting here at Pump, East Hanover, New Jersey, September 13th and 14th. As always, Rx'd men and women, scaled men and women, masters men and women. There's nothing else, guys. Pump Games 3, right around the corner. Here come your standards. Scott Baltos back, Pump Games 3, Strength Rules the World. A few of the things that we need to be aware of before you sign up, or even as now that you have already registered and you're ready to rock. You gotta be able to move loads and move them fast. You gotta be able to move loads and move them efficiently. The last couple of years, Pump Games have had some things that have surprised some people. I don't know why. I think pretty much everyone who comes to Pump knows that I got a little thing going on in my head and it's not normal. Things you need to be able to do. You need to know how to deadlift, you need to know how to clean, you need to do kettlebell swings, you need to be efficient at all of these things. Body weight stuff, okay? It's not a body weight competition. It's not going to be based on body weight only. It's not going to be light, it's not going to be crazy. Gotta know how to do some strongman. If you don't, it's very simple strongman. I'm not asking you to compete at a high strongman level. I'm asking you to learn how to use some implements. They're used all over the place now. You learn how to use them. They're an awesome tool. You gotta know how to press. You gotta know how to sprint. You gotta know how to have some type of skill. As always, Pump Games 3 is not going to be a high skill event. It's gonna have some skill involved to maybe separate some of the athletes and some of the level of athlete that you are. But at the same time, the whole event, all 5 workouts that you're guaranteed are not all skill-based. Maybe none of them are skill-based. You never know. The last 4 I put on there, you gotta be smart. You gotta have an idea when you see some of these workouts, how to work them out in your head. You gotta be coached, whether it's by someone that's with you, whether it's someone from your gym, whether it's someone from wherever you train, you have to be coached well, and you gotta have someone helping you out. You gotta be a little crazy. Now, we already know that I am probably crazier than most of you. But at the same time, you gotta have a little attitude going into this thing. Pump Games 3, it's different like it's ever been. Pump Games 1 shocked you a little bit. Pump Games 2 brought some stuff that people were completely floored by. Pump Games 3, you don't know, so you gotta have some effort. If you've signed up already, I already know you're a little crazy. And you gotta be ready. If you've paid attention to your strength program, if you've paid attention to really being efficient in a lot of your programming this year, you will do well. As far as weight-wise, it is nothing out of the ordinary. What you do need to know is this. If you can only deadlift 225 pounds and you're a female and you only have trouble getting that once or twice, you're a scaled athlete at Pump Games. What a lot of people talk about is Pump Games scaled division is very similar to a number of Rx divisions and competitions out there as far as weight. So be prepared to kind of, maybe when you start seeing some of these workouts come out, be prepared. If you think you're an Rx athlete, that's awesome. Go at it, go have some fun. If you feel a little worried about some of these weights, step yourself down. Enjoy the weekend. That's the whole point, okay? You gotta be able to deadlift at least 300 pounds as a guy. You gotta be able to clean at least 225. For a girl, you gotta be able to clean at least 155. For reps, we're not talking 1 rep max, we're talking for a couple of reps here and there. Swings, simple stuff. Strongman, presses. Gentlemen, if you can't press 135 for reps over your head, you're a scaled athlete. If you can press more than 135 over your head, if you get 225 over your head, you get 275 over your head, you get 315 over your head, you're sitting pretty in the Rx division. Same thing with females. You're push jerking 185, you're split jerking 185, 175 for a couple reps, you're fine. Sprinting. Pick up your feet and move. That's pretty simple. Skill, again, we handle things a little bit differently. Some of our scaled athletes are going to be asked to do pull-ups. If that's a struggle, that's okay. We build the workouts so that there's other options that you can handle. The rep scheme may change, and we're going to have to discuss this with our judges and our head judges so they're aware. But if you can't do one of the skills, that's fine. We have options in the scale division. Rx is a different category. If you can't do the movement, you get a 0. If you need to scale it back even further, that is okay. We have that built into this programming for Pump Games 3, just like we had in Pump Games 1, just like we had in Pump Games 2. Everything else okay, is very self-explanatory. A lot of people are coming back already. We have over 125 athletes registered already. We're going to try to cap the event at about 200 to 220. We have a couple new things going on during the event as well that we want to have a smaller base. And we're excited. Got a lot of sponsors coming. You've seen a lot of them before. We're also bringing in a few new ones. We have some obscure sponsors as well, and people that are going to help us out, and vendors that are going to be there all weekend. It's going to be a great weekend like always. I'm looking forward to it. It's right around the corner. Guys, Facebook page, Pump Games Facebook page has all the information. We're putting out a ton of information starting August 1st. We're going to start pubbing the hell out of Pump Games. Get on it. If you want to have a good weekend, if you want to have a good competition, if you want to see where you sit as far as all the other elite athletes that are around, it's a great competition. We have had over 30 NPGL athletes compete in Pump Games. We've had over 25 games athletes compete in Pump Games. It's a great opportunity to see where you sit. It's also a great opportunity to have some fun. Get a bunch of people from your gym, come down for the weekend. You know we're going to be welcome to have you. You know we're going to have food, and you know you're going to have fun. Look forward to seeing all you guys. If there's any questions, you know just hit me up with a message. Guys, get to training.